it looks like you're pregnant.
Yes, 8 months.
Well, not anymore.
See me do my dance in these $1,000 pants. Don't disrespect me and my mans. Bam, a whole lot of choppers on your ass. Slam, we just putting dollars on your head. Snitching ass nigga gave his mama to the feds. Little brother, big brother, side I got the dreads. DZ, DT, side I keep the bands.
Hello, welcome to LTM Reviews. Get you caught up on the oldest movies. Lilo and Stitch. So Lilo and Stitch is a movie I've been getting a lot of requests for, and thanks to you guys, I'm able to review it. Now, Lilo and Stitch is a movie I grew up with a lot as a kid. My sister was a really big fan of it, and that's all I know. I never saw the movie in theaters, but I remember watching a lot of the advertisements and trailers. Ones with Stitch going around making fun of The Lion King, Little Mermaid, and Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin. But, you know, I never saw the movie in theaters because I was still young at the time. And it was kind of crazy how much I still remember that. But on with the movie. Lilo and Stitch stars a girl named Lilo who is not fitting into her home, and her parents suddenly passed away, and now her older sister is watching her. Well, she tries to get along with her older sister, and she makes a wish that someday she would make a friend or find a pet or something. That is until a little alien named Stitch comes around. You see, Stitch was actually an experiment from one of the two aliens that Jabba, I forgot his name, I think one of the aliens made, and Stitch ran away and ran off, and that's how he landed on Earth. Lilo thinks it's a dog, but really it's really an alien. So he keeps it as a pet, and they start a really big bond. But the alien and the government are trying to look for her, and now we have to Lilo and Stitch have to try to hide from the government and save Stitch from danger, while also learning the meaning of family, or Hawana is what they Hawana, yeah, that's what they call it. So Lilo and Stitch was a big hit back in the day. Now recently, I heard the remake in Lilo and Stitch. Now I'd hope to see if someone can. I don't know how that will turn out because honestly, I could see the potential of a remake. Because to be honest, while I really like Lilo and Stitch, I will admit it doesn't hold up as much as something like Aladdin and Lion King. But it's not a bad movie, and I'm gonna explain all this. Now, I don't think Lilo and Stitch is perfect. I don't think it's the best Disney film ever made. But I will admit it's probably one of the better Disney films of the 2000s because Disney was kind of in a bad spot back in that day. Movies like Home on the Range and Treasure Planet and some are debating Atlantis were box office flops at the time, and Disney was starting to lose their touch. So of course, this movie along with Brother Bear and Chicken Little will be one of their most successful movies during that time because those were box office hits. But like I said, movies like Home on the Range and Treasure Planet and Atlantis were box office bombs. So hopefully Lilo and Stitch will try to change that. And it was a big hit, and it did well with critics and audiences at the time. So there's that. What I like about the movie is the animation. It looks astounding. I mean, I'm not a big fan of watercolor or anything, but it looks very nice. And the animation on the water looks very fantastic. And you got to give the animation Disney credit for at least trying to add a new location. Like, it's Hawaii. I don't know any other movie besides maybe this movie that has Hawaii elements, like maybe 50 First Dates or Soul Surfer. Those are the only movies I can think of that have Hawaii in it. But anyways, I like the animation. The relationship between Stitch and Lilo are okay. I mean, they're not bad. They have a good bonding. It's relatively strong. It's just, here's the problem with Lilo and Stitch is that you're adding too many elements in there. Like, I really would have wished the movie would have just focused on Lilo and her sister rather than the alien stuff. And the aliens can just have their own movie and have their own stuff. But you know, we had there's just one element so well that they're adding too many elements is what I'm trying to say. And the climax is all right. I like the big space stuff at the end. It was a fun battle. Some of the alien characters, like the side alien characters, I forgot their names, but they have a good chuckle once in a while. But like I said, I really wish you would have stuck with Lilo and her sister instead of just the alien stuff, because the aliens were just okay. I mean, they're really cool. They have neat designs, but I just feel like they're not. It just wasn't integral to the story to me. I wish the movie would have been on its own, just Lilo and her sister, because that was the most interesting stuff, and it creates really good drama. And there's no evil bad guy in it too, though debatably that agent that stalks him around is debatable, but he's just doing his job. Much like Sid from Toy Story, even if he looks like the bad guy, he really is, and it's just a thing in life you have to live with. You either was this guy or wasn't this guy, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, the characters are fine. The aliens are pretty cool. They have neat designs, but I just feel like some of them are just kind of bland and sometimes kind of generic. But like I said, the stuff with Lilo and Stitch are great. I usually skip through those parts, usually, in the movie, because those are like the best parts. But anyways, but the surfing scene is a very iconic scene in the movie, and I will admit, it's a very nice scene. In conclusion, overall, Lilo and Stitch is the Disney equivalent to E.T. It's not, and maybe nowadays it's just a little bit dated, but back in the day it was a big hit, and it's in some ways it still kind of holds up for most people. But though unlike E.T., where I still enjoy that movie, this movie is good, but it's not. I will admit it doesn't hold up as well as something like Aladdin or Lion King or even Beauty and the Beast. But overall, I enjoyed Lilo and Stitch all right. I probably won't say it as my favorite, but I can at least say I could put it somewhere around maybe the top 20, top 10 maybe. Just not the best. So overall, I give Lilo and Stitch an 8 out of 10. Nice animation, nice characters. I forgot about mentioning the soundtrack, because the soundtrack is a little catchy. And this is a good movie. If you love Disney, you'll love this movie no matter what. Okay guys, that's Lilo and Stitch. Hope you guys enjoyed this movie review. Please subscribe, comment below, let me know. This is LTM signing out. I'll see you guys next time.
Victory Screech!
Hello, I'm Dr. Pig with a word about bullying. Bullying is a misdirected attempt at attention, rooted in anger and frustration. Hey folks, viewer mail time again. Oh, here's one from Sally, age 14. Dear Pig, aren't you interrupting the story at the most suspenseful part? Well, the answer is yes, Sally. Yes, I am. Keep those cards and letters coming.